G'day, how you going today?
Hi.
Hi. We have made a decision.
We have, yes.
About our truck, our Ranger.
So we're going to upgrade the canopy on the back of it to a full aluminium one.
So our vehicle is 4.5 years old, and when we got it, those of you who have been following us for a while might remember it was a rush decision because we were replacing it from a written-off vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everything came out of the Everest and went into this Ranger. Yeah.
So we didn't have time to get it exactly the way we wanted to, and it served us really well for those 4 years. We'll show you what's inside.
Okay, so we've been putting up with the old canopy for a while, and you know, it's got the usual 60 litre on a slide, which even the Waco is getting up to 10 years old, I think.
Or more even,
or
maybe.
More even. Yeah. It's been a good old thing. The best thing we ever did was stop lifting it in and out.
With the draw system that we got from Drifter. So we got that made up years ago. But the Drifter draws we got made up would have to be 8 years ago.
Yeah, when we had the Mitsubishi Challenger.
And we've just transferred them from vehicle to vehicle.
From the Challenger to the Everest to this.
So that sort of that part of the canopy is good. That all works well. The rest of it is a bit hard to reach. And as you can see, there's a stool there for me for the fridge. Yeah, that's my stool, so I can reach the drinks in the fridge.
Yep.
But anything further up the back, Glenn's got it well organised.
We've got the recovery gear over in the corner.
Everything's got a home, but reaching it isn't easy. So we thought it's time to upgrade.
So we look forward to that. It's exciting.
We've got to get some quotes. That's the first thing. Yeah. So, yeah, lots of places, lots of businesses make them. So let's start and get some quotes.
Yeah. Made a decision on our canopy. So we're going to go with Camesco. We've tried several other brands.
Got lots of quotes. There's lots on the market.
Yeah, there is.
But we chose these guys, so we've decided to come and we've paid our deposit and we're just coming to ask a few more questions and have a closer look.
Yeah. So they got channels all the way around where the rubber goes. But it's also a drain channel up here.
Oh yeah.
Thanks again.
This is a bit exciting. Our pallet has been delivered for the new canopy with all the electrical gear. Enerdrive.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
An Enerdrive system. Oh, look at that, isn't it pretty?
Happy campus.
It's got our name on it. Oh, wow. All right, now it's time to rip into the battery. So we've got a slimline battery.
She's not small.
She's not small.
Yep. the day's finally arrived that we get a new canopy on the back of our Ranger. So it's time to say goodbye to our little Tassie Devil logo. It was a memory of the Everest that died in Tassie. And so we've stripped out the canopy. We've managed to sell the
drawer slide.
The drawer slides, yes.
The drawers and the fridge slide.
Drawer, fridge slide.
And the canopy.
And the canopy.
So that's a bonus.
Yep.
Yep. So it'll look very different next time you see it.
Yes. Vicky's got a wood box, so she'll be happy.
Here he is. He's just pulled up. Brand spanking new canopy.
Brand spanking.
Well, we only had a quick look at the canopy. All looks good so far, but we needed to hook up. So it's really late. 7:15.
Yep.
So the van was finished. The canopy was finished at the end of the day. And
That's daylight savings.
we were hoping for it early in the day because we need to hit the road. So we don't know how far we're going to drive today, but we will show you the canopy properly a bit later. So even though we travel full time, we still have our house. Our boys live in the house and pay us a bit of rent. So it's really handy. It means we can come home at any time, just park on the driveway, and Glenn's got access to his fully equipped garage and shed. So it's a really good base to get all the 12-volt work done on the canopy. So this is the first job, insulation. It's coming together quickly though. Cutting the pieces to size.
Here we are, cozy in the new canopy. I'm just trying to mount the traveller system that we've got here. So we've got the charger for 240. We have got the DC-DC converter, and we have got the display, which isn't powered up yet. I've only just put power through. So and then I've got to connect the big battery, figure out where the 3000 watt inverter goes, and there we go. We ended up going with the battery at the end of the fridge instead of sliding down there, because then I'd have nowhere to put my inverter, and it's a big bath.
What's that box of wires you've got over there?
That is a collection of, over the years, the bits and pieces that I have torn out of motor vehicles and inherited. It does come in handy. You want to come over this side and... Yep. Yes, we have power.
Got lights on.
No, I haven't. Yeah.
Well, there are little lights.
I am. Yeah, well, there's lights there. That's all it does
At the moment.
at the moment.
Charging a phone though.
Charging the phone. Next step, put some lights up. If I can get this double-sided tape. There we go. Ooh. Disco duck. Just making up one last cable for a auxiliary solar panel in case we need it.
Solar blanket. The solar blanket.
Yeah, panel blanket. It's going to be.
So we're all finished. This is the last job to do.
Yeah, I tried running a T-piece, but the voltage drop was incredible on that. So. He's going.
Hi, nice to see you again. Our canopy is finished.
Yes, our canopy, which has been a culmination of several months, maybe 6 months of
Possibly research
and trying to
build.
figure out what we want. And
So we'll give you a walkthrough.
yeah,
as we said, it was Camesco Canopies in Coffs Harbour who did the build. We chose them because they did custom builds, so they weren't pieces off the lot like a lot of companies.
yeah. Some of the ones were either Chinese or they were wholly made.
We knew what we wanted, and so these guys worked with us. So we'll show you the outcome.
One of the main reasons that we chose to go this way was it was a service body. It wasn't buying the tray and then putting the body on it. So we've gone to a service body to make it lighter. So we have weighed it, and the weight comes up pretty much the same as it was previously.
We weighed it fully loaded,
Yeah,
and it was very comparable to the old canopy fully loaded.
which is what I thought when we went to a service body instead of having a tray.
Yeah, so
And the body.
that's a real bonus, isn't it?
It is.
Weight's important.
Okay, it's got central locking as well,
Which you installed
which
yourself.
I wired up, yeah, and didn't realise there was 2 positions on the lock to get it to central lock all the time. And initially I had a bit of trouble with filling it because I wasn't used to this kind of fill point compared to the traditional ones that go in from a bit of an angle. But I got the idea that, well, I got the hang of it.
You were frustrated.
I was frustrated, yeah.
For the first few fills, you thought, what on earth?
But found out if you put the nozzle in hard up against the black rubber ring, and if it hasn't got the rubber ring, it's real easy. So we sorted that one out because I was going to be very frustrated.
Around Australia.
Yeah, around Australia.
Every fuel tank fill.
Refill. But
No, thankfully, that's all
it's worked
sorted.
out, thankfully, yeah. We've got the double drawer. We've got the 130 litre fridge, which is very nice.
It is very nice.
Hiding in there is a 3000 watt inverter. And
With the double drawer, one of them is a table, one is a drawer.
Yep.
And so with the table, what did you do?
The table,
Was a table.
yeah, it was a table, but I flipped it upside down to kind of make it a shallow bucket. So
That's got more useful space now, and we can still, make sandwiches and whatever we need to in there.
Yep.
And you've got your side wings, which are pretty standard.
Yep. We wanted to maintain our original rear protection tow bar, so that was a bit of a compromise. And we've also
Why?
It was a compromise because that's as far as you can open the
Because we had to go higher.
cupboard. Yes.
Yep.
Because it hasn't got the forward emblem and the reversing camera. The reversing camera has been remounted down here. Okay, and the original reverse sensors, oversensitive that they are still mounted there in the tow bar. At the back we have a trundle tray, which is sealed around the periphery. So it's got, it's big enough for the max tracks.
And this is what they did custom made for us above it.
Yeah, and custom made above it is our wood box.
Firewood.
Firewood. So at the moment it is half filled with firewood and the other half is the chainsaw itself and the barbecue's in there.
But see how they've done those laser cutouts and everything? That was their idea, actually. They were very helpful with suggestions.
Yep. So that's another aluminium panel that's coloured on the inside that makes it look kind of leery. Yeah, we've got a rear camera which I've wired up because we've got two separate settings on the camera, so you can have the caravan or you can have the car, so that's handy. And around this side, the Enerdrive system and the 200 amp hour battery.
The shelf up the top they built
The
for
shelf
us.
up the top. Yep.
That is really handy.
Yeah, I don't think they'd ever kind of done one of them because they said, how big do you want it?
Oh, another thing they hadn't done was those fans. You could show them then.
Yes. Around the front here we've got two vents so we can pressurise the system and also get cold air coming through. If you press the turbo button, because I didn't have a fan button, I'll put the turbocharger on.
So Camesco did the build and then you did all the electrics.
I did
to
all
get
the
that
electrics,
straight. Yep.
yes, yep. The Enerdrive package is a traveller package, and thanks to Maddie, is my electrical
Mate.
He gave me the advice to go that way, and it gives us a display of the ingoings and outgoings of the system. And yeah, it was basically pre-wired, and I just had to drill holes everywhere for the inputs and the outputs, and away we go. So when it was just a bare canopy, I insulated it with, I think it's 5mm self-adhesive insulation, which straight away knocked about 10 degrees out of the tin box that it is, and put up the core lights, which are kind of leery. They change colour even if I press the right button. No, not that button.
Still learning.
Yeah. Where's me mode?
We've only been using it a few days.
There it is. There it goes. Yeah, so it is a flat floor, as you can see.
Oop, sun glare.
Sun glare, yeah. It is dead flat. Whereas some of them, they come up and you've just got to go down into them, which for dragging things in and out is a bit of a pain.
Yep.
So that's the way we went this way. The reason why we went this way is
We opted to have a water tank.
water tank. That's our water fill point, hiding in this little corner, and we've got
So-
2 taps. We haven't got any water in it yet, but there's 30 litre water container there.
I thought it was 40.
Oh,
Oh, I
I'll
thought
fill it up one day and tell you. These are wide guards. We made sure that we could swap the canopy to a later model Ranger, next gen Ranger if need be, just in case something happens down the track. And oh, on the roof I've got 300 watts of solar, and it's got a uni strap there, so I can extend, I can put a bigger solar if I need to, or another solar, or a roof rack. There's scope to do that. All powder coated and painted beautifully.
So a huge thank you to Ryan and Matt
And Matt from Camesco.
at Coffs Harbour. They made the whole process relatively pain-free, which is great.
Yeah,
And we're really happy with the build.
yeah, it's great.
So if you're interested in getting a quality build canopy, give the guys a call, get a quote from them. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. So thanks again, and we'll wrap up the build part of our YouTube right now.
But if you want to hang around a bit, we'll show you what goes where. There's no guarantee that it'll stay there, but what goes where.
But what we travel with and what's in the canopy when we travel Australia could be of interest to those who are planning a trip and what to pack. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. Okay, we'll start off with the 130 litre fridge. We went for the big one.
Oh, look, there's Moe.
There's Moe.
Oh,
for some reason.
That was coincidental.
Yeah. So
the 130 litres great though. It just gives that little bit extra storage.
yeah, the 85 stops about there, I think.
So there's a little bit extra storage for food and.
So Camesco made the cage that it's in. As you can see, it's got their name written on the side of it.
But that's your stubby coolers right there.
Yeah, stubby coolers.
Nice and handy.
Yeah, and bottle opener and
We've
fridge.
got the thermometer. It's saying it's on 10 degrees. I don't know if I believe that. It's really cold in there.
Yeah.
Really beautiful, icy water even.
So
All right, this side.
this side, so we've got the table and
In the drawer.
drawer, which comes out like this. So got an induction cooktop, so we can plug into the inverter just around the corner there. And the Earl Grey tea, not the Moe, the Earl Grey tea there.
That's daytime. A tablecloth.
A tablecloth.
That's your chopping board and
Oh yeah, it's a couple
of grill plates.
grill plates.
Yep. So that's about all in there, just because it's so
Yeah.
narrow. But it's a better use of space for sure. Otherwise, there'd be nothing going in there.
Yep.
In this one,
In this one, we've got the Bidgie Barbie. We've got the camp
love
oven.
don't we love the Bidgie Barbie? The Bidgie Barbie.
The Bidgie Barbie's great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, one of
Just shove it on top of a fire and away you go. But ours does fit on top of our
my easy burn
fire
pit as
fire
well.
pit. Yep. I've got the infrared thermometer so you can get your temperature right.
So it's not necessarily a cooking drawer in there. It's just bits and pieces, isn't it?
Little screwdriver set. That's all.
Yep.
Yep. Cooking utensils there.
Bits and pieces in there.
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Pool noodles.
Pool noodles, yes, pool noodles.
They have to travel Australia.
They do.
And Dishy.
And yeah, that's our box
Starling.
for Starlink. So
And down in this drawer.
down in this one.
This is our setup and pack up drawer. in
Yeah,
here.
so this is, apart from having a funnel in there.
It's when we were having trouble with the fuel, which you've fixed now.
Yeah. I have got 2 Ryobis and some fuel additive.
They live in there because when we're hooking up and unhooking, that's just the quickest spot to get to those the leg machine, I call it.
The leg machine, yes, the leg machine.
And firewood we showed you.
Firewood,
We showed you in there. There's the fire pit and the chainsaw as well as timber
Yeah.
in this one.
So recovery gear for everybody else that gets bogged.
That's usually what happens, isn't
Yep.
it? Don't use it
Shovel.
for yourself.
For when the campsite gets too much water coming through it.
Or when I take you to somewhere that
Oh yeah, when she takes me to a sandy beach and I've got to dig myself
it's always
out.
my fault when he gets bogged.
Yep.
Yep.
My tools, which compared to what I used to carry, is bugger all. But I have got,
Well, you've learned over the years.
I've got a big shifter.
That's big.
That's big. Hiding in there. Yeah, just to tarp the lay on. We've also,
It's pretty much just recovery gear in there, isn't it?
Yep. I've got me hammer for tent pegs and a bit of silicone and a soldering set.
Next.
Next, start off in here. I have got my air compressor as well as gauges and deflators are in there as well.
Tyre stuff.
All the tyre stuff that I need. Not tyre repair stuff because that's separate. And here up, I have got a solar blanket. Right. We have got
The other end of the noodles.
the other end of the noodles, yes. This is my telescope, which used to be very hard to get out.
Which some people might think is overkill, but some people also travel with bikes or kayaks and we don't. So the only toy that we've got is the telescope.
It weighs 10 kilo. I think without the tripod. Usually if I'm at a campsite for longer than 2 days, I'll get it out. Okay, we've got the Kojak, which is basically for the caravan, but it can be used for the truck. It's your big bottle jack. We have got, what have we got in here, Vic? Oh, some wolf blasts. And some
I don't think
yellow
there's any more
tail.
moe in there. There's all cheaper stuff in there.
And we've got bull oak.
But anyway, that's the cellar.
That's the cellar.
That's enough of that.
Yep, okay, right. This is my little charging bucket, which has got mainly 12-volt stuff that I don't use straight away. The batteries are just floating around, but I've got the inverter remote there. I can just turn the inverter on. We just went with the King's inverter. It's a 3000 watt inverter. Previously we had a 1500 watt inverter, which didn't have any problems with, and so we, you know, the King's one was cheap enough to
We spent a lot of money on the
spent a lot of
Enerdrive
money
system,
on the Enerdrive.
and kind of had run out. And
Yeah.
we thought at least we can start with a cheap inverter, and if we need to, we can get the Enerdrive or, you know, Red Arc at a later date.
Yeah, we didn't know whether the 1500 watt inverter would do the induction
I
cooktop.
don't think it would have.
So we went for the 3000.
3000.
So, and the Enerdrive system. This is my toolbox of bits and pieces. Okay, so it is just.
What sort of things in there?
What sort of things in there? It's just the bigger screwdrivers that don't fit in the little yellow one. I've got drill bits. I've got electrical connections, and I've got a spare toe hitch pin, and we've got the very handy trimmer,
Oh yeah, gas meter reader.
which is a gas
The
bottle.
Gas bottle
Yeah.
to see how full it is.
Yep. So that's just my little tackle box, which goes everywhere with me basically.
And the only new thing we've put in.
Oh yes, the only new thing
The
we've
new
got.
thing we've put in is the beach cart at the back there,
Yes, she's got a little red wagon.
which we didn't have that in the old Canopy. So all this gear fitted in the Canopy we had in the Ranger before with the regular Canopy.
Yep.
Except we've added the beach cart.
This shelf was queried by Vicky, but what are we going to put in the shelf? But it's, as you see, it's big enough to fit the tripod for the telescope. This is the telescope itself, and we've got 2 lots of chairs, pair of chairs, and we have got walking sticks, all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff, which has a home now,
Yeah,
so that's
has
good.
at home.
Yep.
And that's my cleaning kit here.
Cleaning gear,
Yeah,
car
so
washing.
just got a chamois and a mop. And
Just for washing the car.
yeah, just for washing the car, so I can go anywhere. So
And
that's
then-
about it.
your light, your fancy light up the top there as well.
Oh yeah,
That's
This
one of our favourite
is
gadgets.
the UFO.
I'll put a picture
Light.
in of that so you can
Yep.
see what we're talking about. That's a favourite, that. I think that's pretty much it. Well, we thought we were finished, but then we thought we'll just show you our little secret compartment here where we also keep other things. There's also the hat storage
yeah.
up the top. But,
That's just shock cord.
yep. And we just keep our grocery bags there on the back seat. But there's this little secret compartment here, which behind the seats, we drop the seats down and we store other things in here as well. So we've got our floaties, blow up chair things to swim around the river in. They're always there. We've got, they're those pop-up seats.
Pop up seats, yeah.
Yeah. And then we've also got snorkel gear. Where's the snorkel gear? It's in here, isn't it?
No, it's
Oh, it's under here.
under here.
More secret places.
And the Selfie Go.
A Selfie Go. Is this the snorkel gear in the brown bag?
That's snorkel gear in the brown
and
bag.
our rain jackets.
Rain jackets, yep.
Yeah, so just a little bit more storage that you'll find in a Ranger. So we hope you've enjoyed following us along on our canopy journey.
It's been excellent.
Oh, we're really happy campers. We're really happy with it.
Yeah.
So we hope we've given you some tips if you're researching a canopy yourself and just storage for your Ranger.
Yeah, another thing for greenies is that the paint is water-based. So,
oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
yeah, so I only found that out when they were trying to colour match the colour of the doors, and they said, "Oh, it's water-based paint now." So there you go.
So if you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe. That helps us out a lot.
And hit the notifications bell to
That
help
would
us
be
out.
great. Thank you very much. So that's it for now. We'll wrap this one up and we'll see you on our next episode.
See you then.
Bye.